Hello and welcome to this channel. I'm not sure what the name is going to be yet. We'll figure that out coming soon. I was going to make an intro video to kind of say what this channel is about and what the plan is going forward, but no one really watches those anyway. So I'll do a brief intro here and then jump right into the very first video. If you have no interest in the channel intro and want to jump right into the content, I completely understand. Skip ahead to the 2-minute and 15-second mark and check out the Klipsch Austin versus the JBL clip. So, channel intro. What is this channel? What are we going to be doing here? Well, first off, some of you guys may recognize me from the PHT TV channel, where I work with Paducah Home Theater to talk about Klipsch heritage as well as some other high-end gear. Lots of great content over there, and if you have any interest in heritage or other high-end products, make sure you check out some of those videos. I decided to start my own channel here to discuss some of the entry-level gear, personal audio products, as well as really anything you guys may want to see. I'm going to start with new portable speakers recently released from Klipsch, but may jump into headphones, receivers, powered monitors, really anything's game. I'll base it on what you guys want and what you mention in the comments. I also want to do kind of a first look on new products as they release to give you an idea on what's worth jumping into and what you may want to avoid. At this time, I'm ordering new release products and receiving and creating content as soon as these products drop. In the future, I'd like to work directly with the manufacturers and grab items before they drop to give you kind of an inside scoop. Maybe we'll call this channel Inside Scoop. You guys like that? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, time will tell if early products will actually be an option. We'll see. The bigger this channel gets, the more likely that it'll be that I can attain these products early. So hit that like and subscribe button below. It helps a ton and it is greatly appreciated. Also, let me know what you think of the channel name and if you have any thoughts there. Do you like Inside Scoop? I'd be super excited to get some suggestions. I should probably have a name decided before we jump into the next episode, but we'll see. Anyways, episode 1, here we go. I wanted to do something new and exciting for the first episode, so here I figured I would launch with the brand new Austin from Klipsch and compare it to the JBL clip, which has been around for quite a while now. This is the latest generation of JBL clip, the Clip 4. Anyone shopping for some great last minute Christmas gifts and considering these guys, hopefully this will help. I'm going to unbox both of these guys, tell you some specs on both, and then compare them real world scenarios side by side. Now, when Klipsch decided to launch the Austin, the clip seemed like it would be the best toe-to-toe competitor. I have owned flips, links, charges, as well as some others from JBL, and also gigs, grooves, KMCs from Klipsch. That said, I have personally never heard either of these smaller units, so I'm kind of excited to share the experience with you guys. So let's see where we go from here. Before we move forward though, let me get this small detail out of the way. Please hit that like and subscribe button below. This channel is brand new with no funding, no corporate sponsorships, really any funds of any kind. So the likes and subs will hopefully help me get this thing off the ground. Also, I'll hopefully be doing giveaways in the future, and liking and subscribing will let you know exactly when those are happening. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and yank these guys out of the box and we will see what we're working with and go over some specs. All right, so we'll start with the JBL clip because it has been around the longest. So, all right, so here we have the Klipsch Austin and the JBL clip side by side. Now, right off the bat, what I'm finding is I like that the Klipsch can stand on its own. The JBL clip, unfortunately, cannot. So we're gonna grab a little guy here to post them up. All right, here is a closer look, and let's take a look at some of the specs. When looking at these kinds of speakers, oftentimes the most important factor is going to be size. The Clip 4 is 3.4 by 5.3 by 1.8 inches. The Austin is 4.13 by 4.13 by 1.73 inches. As for weight, the clip weighs around 8 ounces and the Austin weighs around 14 ounces. A bit more to lug around with the Austin, but we are still talking about under a pound each. Now, past the size, let's go ahead and talk about sound. The clip spec sheet shows a frequency range of 100 Hz to 20 kHz. The Austin is showing 70 Hertz to 20 kHz. So on paper, the Austin seems like it'll have quite a bit more dig than the JBL. We'll see what this looks like in real world scenarios though, and see if it makes a difference. Now, I will also note that Klipsch offers an app to EQ your speakers to your liking, which for people like me that like to tweak, like to adjust, to perfect or kind of get their sound to their personal preference. JBL does offer an app as well, but to my knowledge, it does not work with these entry-level speakers. It'll only work when you get to the next tier, which is the JBL Flip. As for battery, they are both rechargeable using an included USB Type-C cable, and both claim an excellent battery life. The Klipsch is showing 10 hours of playtime and the Austin is showing 12 hours of playtime. So the Austin takes the cake here, but I believe that both kind of knock it out of the park in this category. As for connectivity, the Klipsch is utilizing Bluetooth 5.1 while the Austin is using 5.3. Most users will not notice a huge difference here, but the newer iteration of Bluetooth will increase battery life, have less interference, enhance security, and better overall quality of the connection. That said, JBL is not at fault for being slightly behind in this category, as the Klipsch is a couple years old at this point. And I imagine when the next generation comes out, it will utilize whatever the latest Bluetooth chip is at that time. Additionally, in the connectivity category, I need to mention broadcast mode. This is a feature that Austin has that the JBL Klipsch does not. This feature allows you to connect to multiple speakers together and stream to them simultaneously. This means that if your friends have 10 of these things, or 10 speakers that support this feature, you can place them all over and play to them all at once. The JBL does have JBL Connect Plus and JBL Party Boost, which are similar features, but unfortunately they are not supported in this product here. We'll have to wait to discuss these features more in depth when we get to the Flip versus Nashville video, which will be coming soon. Lastly, in connectivity, I will mention that the Austin has a microphone, while the Klipsch does not. This means that you can leave your phone in your pocket and take a call directly from your speaker. Now let's talk about appearance. The Austin is what most people are looking for out of a portable speaker like this. It's small, portable, black, plain, no frills appearance-wise, and all about the sound. In the JBL, you do have that standard no frills option available, all black option, but the JBL also has tons of different color options available to pick from, allowing you to customize your color to match your suitcase, your favorite outfit, or whatever you want to match. All that said, this in no way impacts the sound, but it does make it a little bit more customizable to your lifestyle, and something that you're going to carry around with you all the time might be important to some people. Now, with lifestyle mentioned, let's talk about some other lifestyle aspects, as well as the ruggedness of both. Both are IP67 rated, which means they are considered waterproof as opposed to just water resistant. Now, this does have some limitations, but for the most part, you should be safe taking these guys almost anywhere. Drop them in a pool, should be fine. Listening in the shower, all good. I will mention, however, that waterproofing on any electronic will degrade over time, so as such, you may want to use these features and these harsh conditions sparingly, or not, your call. Finally, let's talk about price. The Austin is currently $99 USD, and with it being brand new, I'm not seeing any discounts anywhere at this time. The Klipsch is regularly $80, but with having been out for quite a while, you can buy it, at least at the time of me making this video, and holiday promos and so forth, you can pick it up for $50, so half the price. Which is better? Is it worth the difference in price to grab the Austin, or is the JBL going to take the win due to its price versus performance ratio? Let's see. I'm going to break away and get some testing done, and I will return with my findings. See you guys in a bit. All right, I am back, and when I say this is likely to be the most in-depth testing and compare on these, I am not lying. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed. I tried to cover everything except for obviously the product life, because it's near impossible to cover that on a new release, but I may update as more info becomes available and as I do a little bit more tinkering with these guys. Now, I tested these guys in many environments, starting with this room. This room is about 40 foot long by about 12 foot wide, so it's not exactly the smallest area. I pulled out the meter here to get some readings first, just for sheer volume. I did a few different test tones here, as well as a pink noise generator and a full sweep to see the difference in volume at different frequency ranges. This is the pink noise generator at 100% volume on both speakers from about 1 foot away. The room conditions are identical in both scenarios. Now, quality over sheer volume is significantly more important, but I figured I'd get that out of the way. One thing I noticed right off in testing is that the Klipsch does not stand on its own. While it sounds good off-axis listening on its back, it does sound better aimed straight at the audience. I taped it up for testing, but it would be really cool if it had a kickstand or if the bottom were flattened a bit, just for this use case scenario where you want to aim it at the listener. In a scenario where it's just in the middle of the room on its back and everyone's listening, I could see how on its back would be the better option, as it does give you a more 360-degree coverage. So this may be the better option for that environment, but listening alone in a room, I think it would be cool to have some sort of kickstand or a flat bottom. Next, we moved to the outdoors. We took these speakers outside and see how they sounded on the go. I wanted to do some unique tests and some unique scenarios that will hopefully be useful to some of you guys. I first mounted both of these guys to the four-wheeler and took off. And I honestly wasn't expecting much here, as you get quite a bit of noise while driving. I was surprised that the Austin could actually be heard while driving though. This was more of a passive spur-of-the-moment test to kind of use these speakers while I'm on my way to the next test, but I could actually and may actually use the Austin here. The Klipsch, on the other hand, didn't have quite the oomph to work for this scenario. I also personally think I prefer the strap on the Austin, as it feels more secure and doesn't bounce around as much. The Klipsch is more convenient, but it tends to hop around and bounce when you're moving around. That said, I do worry about the strap on the Austin and that it may not last forever tossing the speaker around. Klipsch feels rugged and it seems like it will last longer. This is just speculation though, and we will see how they both hold up over time. Now I will say this is a very strange scenario to test these in, but hey, maybe somebody will use it and maybe somebody will benefit from these tests, so might as well throw it out there. Now, for my intended tests, I pulled over a few times in the middle of the woods to have some listening sessions out in the wilderness, out in the open, no walls, just trees, and the dog came along too. First, I listened to the Klipsch and it sounded great for what it is, for the size, for convenience. It is great stuff. And then I switched over to the Austin and it very much killed it in this scenario. Overall output, clarity, soundstage, it was great. It felt like it actually had some depth, which I felt was lacking in the Klipsch, as well as many other speakers of this size. I found that while cruising around and making several pit stops along the way, I favored the Austin and kept going back to it. Now, I want to reiterate soundstage. Most speakers of this size, soundstage is non-existent, and it was unexpected the Austin actually produced some great depth. So, very impressed there. Now, I did get these guys a little bit muddy on the riding, and I thought I'd throw them in the shower. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to show you my shower listening sessions. Here's just a shot of the speakers themselves in there. I also did a quick dunk test with both, as they are waterproof, right? So why not? I did end up favoring the JBL in this environment, as the Austin almost seemed like it retained a little bit of water, whereas the Klipsch seemed to roll the water right off and keep on rocking. The Klipsch, when I pulled it out of the water, or even after it got a lot of water on it in the shower, was vibrating the water and almost sounded like it had a blown driver until the water was patted dry and the water was removed. It was pretty awesome to see how much water moved with the Austin over the JBL though. It looked like we were in Jurassic Park and the T-Rex was coming. But anyways, overall synopsis, testing in various scenarios, I will finally give my overall opinion and a breakdown of why you should go with one over the other in 4 different categories: price, lifestyle, connectivity, and sound. If price is going to be your primary concern, the JBL Klipsch is going to take it here super easy. $99 versus $50, it's half the price at this moment. So that's an easy win for the Klipsch. Now at regular price, it's $20 cheaper, so it becomes a little bit more of a challenge. So just something to consider there. As for lifestyle, this one's going to be a tie, mostly a tie. They both are super similar in size. Strap versus Klipsch is going to be a toss-up, as it'll mainly be dependent on how you choose to use it. Both are super rugged, go anywhere type speakers, both have the same waterproof rating, and both feel very solid in their build quality. The only reason I say mostly a tie as opposed to a straight tie is the custom color options that the Klipsch has to offer. Everything else I would say is about equal in this category. Connectivity. The Austin is easily going to take the win in connectivity. With the latest Bluetooth, the addition of the microphone broadcast mode, the Austin has all of the bells and whistles you could possibly ask for here, where the Klipsch, while awesome, is pretty basic. We'll see if anything is added in the next Klipsch iteration, but as we stand here, the Austin is the big winner. Lastly, sound, which I feel is the most important, at least to me. Louder, clearer, cleaner highs, deeper lows, well mixed and balanced with the optional custom EQ. Klipsch Austin kills it here. Price not a factor, I would pick pick the Austin in the sound category every time. So if you're looking for a toss around speaker that is budget friendly, sounds great for the price, and can color match your lifestyle, the Klipsch is going to be your guy. If you have a bit more of a budget and want the best sound quality for the size and all of the latest tech, the Austin is going to be the clear winner here. Now that's going to be about all I have to say on these awesome little travel companions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which one are you gifting this Christmas? Which one are you buying for yourself? Anything I missed here that you'd like to see me cover in future episodes? Also, as I said before, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below before you head off. I do plan to keep on dropping these videos as much as possible, but I'm running with no sponsorships, no backing, or no funds really at all. So your likes and subs will greatly help boost this channel and allow me to keep these videos coming. Up next, I'm going to check out the new Nashville from Klipsch and put it up against the JBL Flip. The competition should be pretty fierce. I may also check out the Gig XXL. I've heard a lot of hype going on around that, and I've seen a lot of controversy on that as well. So if you guys would like an honest opinion and really get to know it and see what it sounds like, let me know in the comments and I might cover that guy as well. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.